tomorrow or tonight, it will be a lunar eclipse, or what they call a red moon. Now, signs, God created them not to be worshipped, but to remind people of who he is. Sounds like the rainbow. Every time you see the rainbow, it's not that the flood is going to come. The Lord is reminding you about a covenant. Now, the Bible talks about the moon will turn red as a sign, as a reminder of the great and awesome day of the Lord. Do you hear that? That's what is why God put moon, red moon, full moon, to remind us of him. Now, what the kingdom of darkness has done is to manipulate people to worship signs and manipulate events against people and people's lives against God. And what are they doing right now? For example, from tonight until tomorrow at 4 p.m., witches, sorcerers, astrologers, stargazers will be enchanting to the elements, tapping themselves into those alignments. God brings these signs. For example, the red moon, when the earth, the moon, and the sun are all in one line, to declare to people that this is a season of alignment, season of recovery, starting again. Now, what the witches do is now to manipulate those events in order for them to possess that gate and align people to the powers of darkness. So while they are doing that, what is the responsibility of a believer? Someone is going to tell me, Pastor, if God had decreed it, they can do nothing. No. That's not how it works. That's why he says, where are the intercessors? I am going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, but I need to talk to Abraham. Why? Because the heaven is his, but the earth he has given to the sons of men. It means the sons of men have a responsibility to take over and stop whatever evil Satan may want to use the sign against the purposes of God. Did you know that some mental illnesses, the episodes and attacks, some of them happen at a certain time of the year, of the month? Huh? Do you know why mental illness, some people call it that this is a lunatic? You know why? Lunar from what? From the moon. They are saying this mental illness is connected to the moon. Because they know our minds are connected to the elements somewhere, somehow. Your spirit, your body and soul is connected to the seasons of the elements. The season of the elements. Including your dream life. If you were able to map your dream cycle, you'll discover it's somehow connected to the cycle of the stars and the cycle of the moon. That's why at a certain time of your life, you get specific dreams. Another time, you don't dream. Another time, you are weak. But if you knew how to pray and what to pray at the right time in those seasons and possess them, you'll be free from manipulation. The army of darkness, they have known all the things and they're using them. Why are they prospering? Why are the witches, the wizards, the wicked, the non-believers prospering and the believer are failing? Hello? I'm asking, why is it those that are enemies of God are prospering on earth, but those that believe God are struggling in life? Have you ever asked why? When we say, we are serving a mighty God and we are building this church for God, And the church for God, we build it for 10 years. We have not even reached the windows. And one who is wicked can build one mansion or a skyscraper in 1 year. One man. What went wrong? Why are we, who say, you and me, we serve a mighty God? Not so? How many serve a mighty God? But most of you serve a mighty God. You are bowing to a man who does not serve your mighty God, who serves Satan. And you go to beg for a job, a promotion, from one who does not serve a mighty God. Is there someone say, Pastor, I've always been challenged? Does it challenge you? Does it challenge you? Does it challenge the church? The church is supposed to possess and do the work of God. That you are beggars. Your Father in heaven owns silver and gold. Not so? Hello? I said, your Father in heaven owns silver and gold. Not so? But your Father in heaven cannot even give you half a kilo of that gold. But the one who is not that child has a ton of gold in his account. Hello? Hello? And we are so comfortable in this condition that it's okay to go to the one who serves Satan and beg for money and beg for donation and beg for funding and beg for sponsorship. And that's a blessing. Don't you think that's witchcraft? Have you not been bewitched? But how do they do that? How can they reach that and be the children of God? You know why? Hosea 4:16. My people perish because of lack of. Because you have refused. You have done what? You have done what? You have rebelled and refused knowledge. The Lord telling you, look, what you've been doing for the last 10 years, He has not brought results, but you keep doing it. So how do we describe you? How do you describe someone who is doing the same thing and expects the same results? You repeat it, it doesn't work. You repeat, it doesn't work. You keep repeating. God wants to look, move, shift in understanding, shift in knowledge, shift in your walk with God. Break free from what you thought was your pillar, and let your mind open that you let God teach you. What I pray for all of us, especially tonight and through tomorrow, is the shift. That a shift that you become teachable. Friends, I have been in seasons where God is teaching me something and I don't want to learn it. Because what He's teaching me is as if telling me to discard what I have known always. And what I had known, I was comfortable with it because at least I was sure of it. Kino kyo nkitegeera bulungi. Kati Mukama ngamba nkiveeko njige ekipya nga Mukama nsigaze ekintu kyange. To learn all the things sometimes, it challenges some things I thought I knew. Some of them the Lord tells me that was for the old season. This is for the season. But the old season gave me what the status at least. Because of the old season, I was called apostle. Now, if I discard it, I may lose my apostleship. mwe mumanyi bwe nnwala nekiseera mukama ngambe tosiiba nga nagamba tosiiba pulira nga ngudde ddala sikyali mulokole nze obutasiibako. But I've had those moments when the Lord said don't fast. Mukama kale kankweyo ennaku 2. Mukama kankweyo at least ennaku wiiki nyimazeeko mukama sisiibyeko. Because I worship fasting. Era olwagambye nesisiibako bulokole emambo vuddemu. What am I trying to say as we conclude? I looked for a man among them. Okay, moment that scripture. I have positioned watchmen on your walls. What God is calling you in this season, from the prayer of give me bread and give me food, to prayer of commanding. Someone say commanding. Say commanding. Someone say commanding. Say commanding. Is going to pray of what? To command the elements. To command creation to do the will of God. Command elements. He asked Job, have you commanded the morning? How many of you commanded the morning today? Only 2. Others, who commanded your morning? Who commanded you into the day? Hello? Who commanded your morning if you did not command it? Up to now. Who commanded what you're doing? Because there always there must be someone commanding what goes on. So you're a victim of someone's commands.